On to our special report, the 1995 reintroduction of the gray wolf into Yellowstone National Park completed the full cast of animals present when Lewis and Clark traveled through the area over 200 years ago. Wolves have now reestablished themselves as a keystone species in that ecosystem. But as the news station's Dan Boyce tells us in our continuing series, Living with Wolves, some environmental groups do not think the iconic and controversial predator is being sustainably managed.
Washington, D.C. resident Jenny Michaud, her husband, and about 20 other tourists from around the country are convening in Yellowstone for a winter excursion.
Well, right now, the nation's capital is full of snow, but there aren't any wolves there.
Wolf watching is now the second most popular activity in the park.
The first is grizzlies, hoping to see a grizzly. The second is wolves, and the third is looking at geysers.
A 2006 study from the University of Montana found tourists visiting Yellowstone specifically to see wolves bring in $35 million to the local economy every year. Compare that with the study's estimated loss to ranchers from livestock depredation, less than $64,000. But the Greater Yellowstone Coalition says in order to keep wolves on the path to real recovery, there's going to need to be some changes. 1. Get them back on the endangered species list. Right now, the gray wolf remains endangered in Wyoming, but delisted in Montana and Idaho.
Which sets a very troubling precedent about splitting a population and declaring parts of it recovered and parts of it not recovered.
And they don't think it's time for a hunt, saying the states want to kill more wolves than the population can safely sustain. As long as wolves remain in the West, they'll likely keep running into conflict with ranchers. Earth Justice lawyer Doug Honnold says we humans need to teach ourselves to coexist.
But if it's just kind of a shoot, shovel, and shut up approach to wolves, then we're never going to learn how to do that.
He believes science and the law remain firmly on his side. In Bozeman, I'm Dan Boyce for Montana's news station.
You can find more information and the rest of the Living with Wolves series by going to our websites. A U.S. Fish and Wildlife plan that would more than quadruple habitat protection